9 Palestinians have been killed during an Israeli military raid in the occupied West Bank, the deadliest in years, Palestinian officials say. A woman aged 60 was reported among the dead, in the flashpoint town of Jenin. The Israeli military said its troops went in to arrest Islamic Jihad militants planning major attacks. The Palestinian presidency accused Israel of a massacre in Jenin, which has been the scene of repeated raids in recent months. The incursions are part of what the Israeli military describes as an anti-terrorism offensive that began last April. Heavy gunfire and explosions could be heard in video footage from Jenin refugee camp on Thursday morning, as Israeli troops surrounded buildings and clashed with Palestinian militants. The Palestinian Health Ministry identified 3 of those killed as Magda Obaid, 60, Saeb Izriki, 24, and Izzedine Salahat, 26. 20 people were also wounded, 4 of them seriously, it said. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, said its troops entered Jenin to arrest an Islamic Jihad terror squad, who it accused of being heavily involved in planning and executing multiple major terrorist attacks on Israeli civilians and soldiers. It said forces surrounded a building and that 3 armed suspects were neutralized after they opened fire, while a 4th suspect surrendered. The IDF said troops were shot at by other Palestinian gunmen and returned fire, hitting targets. It added it was looking into claims regarding additional casualties. Islamic Jihad and Hamas said their militants had targeted the troops with gunfire and improvised explosive devices. The house, which the IDF said was being used as a hideout by the Islamic Jihad cell, was still smoldering where furniture inside caught fire. The outer walls on the ground floor were reduced to rubble, leaving the taps and sink of a bathroom exposed. The upper floor was meanwhile pocked with bullet holes, while the stairwell contained a pool of blood. Aisha Abu al-Naj, 73, who lives next door, told the BBC that her house shook during the raid, forcing her and her children to take cover. "We were afraid. I saw the army and then I couldn't open or look through the window. It was a scary situation," she said. "There were some young Palestinians next to our building who then came and surrounded it. They shot at them. And then there was a lot of people who were killed."